Hey everyone, today we're on the trail of a new kind of criminal, one that's threatening the Earth's ozone layer. We're going to see how a really cutting-edge AI is going undercover deep inside the world of global trade to hunt these people down and protect one of our planet's biggest environmental victories.
If you're old enough, you remember the hole in the ozone layer, right? It was this huge global crisis. But the amazing thing is, the world actually came together to fix it. We signed a treaty, banned the harmful chemicals, and it worked. Our planet started to heal. It was a huge win for us.
But that success is now being secretly undermined. There are these sophisticated smuggling networks hiding the very chemicals we banned inside this massive, tangled web of global trade data. We're talking about a crime that is practically invisible, buried in millions of transactions.
So just how big is this problem? Well, imagine trying to find a very specific needle in a haystack that's made entirely of other needles. That's what investigators are up against.
The AI detective we're about to meet has to sift through data from over 100,000 international trade records. Every single one is a potential hiding spot for illegal goods lost in a sea of perfectly legal business. And that's the big question for customs officials everywhere, isn't it? How on earth do you find the bad guys when they're so good at blending in? It's become pretty clear that the old ways of doing things just can't keep up anymore.
And this right here, the Montreal Protocol, this is the very law that smugglers are trying to get around. It's the global agreement that made healing the ozone possible in the first place. But by restricting these harmful chemicals, it also, accidentally made them super profitable on the black market. And make no mistake, these are not amateur criminals. The Environmental Investigation Agency calls them sophisticated smuggling networks. These people know the system inside and out. They deliberately misclassify their goods and exploit every single loophole they can find to stay hidden. So, to fight a crime this modern, you really need a modern detective. And that's where this new AI frameworks comes in. It's built on a really powerful idea called unsupervised machine learning. And what makes it so special is that you don't have to teach it what a crime looks like. It teaches itself how to find suspicious activity. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got the old methods. They were reactive, based on simple rules, looking for known red flags. But the AI detective on the right, it's proactive. It's not just following a checklist. It actually learns the deep, underlying patterns of normal trade. And then it flags anything that stands out, even if it's a smuggling tactic no one has ever seen before.
Okay, so how does this digital detective actually pull it off? Well, it uses this really clever three-layered approach. It's like it's looking at the data from three different angles all at once. So here's the three-step investigation. First, it profiles the neighborhood to figure out what's normal. Then it checks the receipts to spot any prices that just don't make sense. And finally, it analyzes the language, looking for the sneaky words smugglers use to hide their goods. This first step is all about building a baseline, right? The AI automatically sorts all the shipments into logical groups. It teaches itself, for example, to tell the difference between these huge, low-value shipments of, say, bulk chemicals and the small, really high-value shipments of specialty items. It learns what normal looks like for everyone. So once it knows what's normal for each type of product, it starts looking for financial red flags. It literally calculates the price per kilogram for every single shipment. If a product is suddenly priced way, way higher or way, way lower than all its peers, boom, the AI flags it as a bizarre anomaly that a human needs to look at. Now, this third layer is especially cool because it's programmed with expert human knowledge. The AI actively hunts for keywords and phrases that investigators know smugglers use. Things like mixtures, halogenated derivatives, or that classic catch-all NEC, which means not elsewhere specified. It's basically smuggler lingo. So with all three of those layers working together, what did the AI actually find? Well, it uncovered something pretty remarkable, a hidden economic signature that acts like a fingerprint for this exact type of crime. We're not just talking about finding a few weird shipments here and there. The AI found a fundamental, predictable pattern in the financial behavior of smugglers. It's this consistent signal they're creating, and it's buried deep in all the noise of global trade. Okay, now look at this chart. This is the economic fingerprint. For normal goods, that bar on the left, value goes up pretty steadily with weight. Makes sense.
But for the high-risk goods, the AI flagged, that bar on the right, the value-to-weight ratio is way steeper. It's simple, really. Illicit goods are just more valuable for their weight, and that creates a clear economic signature the AI can spot from a mile away. So what's the single biggest tell? What does the AI care about the most? Well, the researchers ran a special analysis to find out, and they found a smoking gun. Just look at how tall that first bar is. The number one predictor of a risky shipment isn't the price or even the weight, it's the use of a vague description. That smuggler lingo is the most powerful tool in the detective's entire kit.
But the model's greatest success, maybe, was proving itself in the real world. Check out this timeline. In late 2020, the US passed a new law regulating certain chemicals. And right on cue, in early 2021, the AI, without knowing anything about the law, detected this huge, bizarre spike in high-value mega trades. It spotted the economic shockwave in the data in real time. It was incredible proof that it works.
So all this amazing data science is great, but how does it actually translate into stopping criminals on the ground? I mean, the goal isn't just to find patterns, it's to create real, actionable intelligence for law enforcement. Well, after running its analysis, the AI didn't just give some vague warning. It generated a prioritized list of exactly 1,288 high-priority shipments, a specific, concrete list for customs officials to start investigating immediately. And the final output is so much more than just a list. It's a complete intelligence package. It gives them hotspot reports that identify the riskiest trade routes in the world. It provides maps showing which countries are hubs for this activity. And of course, it delivers that final prioritized case file so officers know exactly where to start.
And that, right there, is the real power of this whole system. It takes this chaotic, impossible mess of raw data and transforms it into a focused, targeted plan for law enforcement. It gives them a powerful new weapon in the fight to protect our planet.
This is just such an incredible application of AI, right? Moving from abstract data to having a real impact in the world. And it leaves us with a pretty big question. If this kind of digital detective can help protect the ozone layer, what other massive global challenges can it help us solve? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.